Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, you are going to practice English through real-life conversations. You will listen to English used in everyday situations, places that people visit regularly, situations that happen naturally, and conversations that help you communicate with confidence. As you listen, pay attention to the vocabulary, pay attention to the expressions, pay attention to the way people respond to each other. This kind of practice helps improve your listening skills, your speaking skills, your vocabulary, and your overall fluency. So, let's begin. Good morning. Good morning, sir. How is your stay going at our hotel? I'm really enjoying it. The staff members have all been very friendly, and our room is absolutely wonderful. My wife and I are having a fantastic time. I'm delighted to hear that. Is there anything I can assist you with this morning? Actually, yes. My wife and I would like to go out for lunch today. Could you recommend a good restaurant? Certainly. What kind of food are you interested in? My wife is vegetarian, so we would like something with plenty of vegetables. Do you eat seafood? Yes, we both eat fish. And how about spicy food? My wife enjoys spicy meals. I prefer food that is not spicy. In that case, what about Japanese food? They offer many dishes with vegetables. They also serve fish, and their menu includes both spicy and mild options. That sounds excellent. There is a wonderful Japanese restaurant downtown. If you'd like, I can make a reservation for you right now. Yes, please. That would be great. And could you also arrange a taxi for us? Of course. I'll schedule a taxi to pick you and your wife up at noon. Would that work for you? That would be perfect. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Welcome to our restaurant. Hello. Could we have a table for two, please? Certainly. Please come with me. I'll show you to your table. Is this your first visit here? Yes, it's our first time. Your restaurant looks beautiful. The decorations are lovely. Thank you very much. Here are your menus. Take your time looking them over. Would you like something to drink while you decide? Yes. Could we have a pot of green tea? Absolutely. I'll bring that right away. Here is your tea. Have you decided what you would like to order? Yes, I think we're ready. I'd like today's special. Excellent choice. Does it include a soup or a salad? It comes with soup. A salad is not included. May I order a side salad as well? Of course. What dressing would you prefer? The house dressing, please. Certainly. And what about you, sir? What would you like today? I'm still deciding. I'm trying to choose between the daily special and the salmon platter. What would you recommend? Actually, today's special is salmon. In that case, I'll have the daily special. Wonderful choice. Would you like a side salad as well? No, thank you. That won't be necessary. Is there anything else I can bring you? No, that will be everything. Perfect. I'll place your order now. Enjoy your tea. Thank you very much. Hello there. Can I help you find something today? Hi. Yes, actually. I'm searching for a new book to read. You've come to the right place. What kind of book are you interested in? I'm looking for something with a lot of action. In that case, you should definitely visit the adventure section. Could you show me where it is? Of course. Just follow me. Here we are. This is our adventure section. You're welcome to borrow any of these books. Do you have any recommendations? Yes. How about this one? It's a story about pirates searching for hidden treasure. Actually, I read that book last month. Did you enjoy it? I did. It was exciting, but it was also very long. I generally prefer shorter books. I understand. Let's find something shorter. What about this one? Oh, this looks interesting. Have you read it? Yes, I read it last year. It's full of action. The main character is a wizard and he's very funny. That sounds perfect. I think I'll borrow this one. Great choice. Is there anything else you need today? No, just this book. Wonderful. I can check it out for you now. Let's head over to the front desk. Do you have your library card? Yes, here it is. Thank you. I'll process that for you right away. Everything is ready. Here's your book. The return date is 3 weeks from today. Thank you so much. I'm excited to start reading it. I hope you enjoy it. See you again soon. Hello there. What can I get for you today? Hi. I'd like to order 2 drinks to go. Certainly. What would you like first? Can I have an extra large iced coffee? Absolutely. What kind of milk would you like? What options do you have? We offer regular milk, skim milk, fat-free milk, almond milk, soy milk, and oat milk. Which one would you say is healthiest? That really depends on your personal goals and preferences. Well, I'm currently trying to lose weight. In that case, I would suggest either skim milk or fat-free milk. Great, I'll take skim milk. Perfect. And what would you like for the second drink? I'd like a medium iced vanilla latte. Would you like skim milk in that one too? No, thank you. That drink is for my colleague. Regular milk is fine. Excellent. Will that be everything today? Yes, just those 2 drinks. What's the total? After tax, your total comes to $11.13. I'd like to pay with my credit card. Of course. Go ahead. Do you happen to have a points card? Yes, but I left it in another purse. No problem. If you give me your phone number, I can still add the points to your account. Perfect. My number is 501-222-7363. Thank you. The points have been added. Here's your card back. Your drinks will be ready in just a few minutes. You can pick them up at the counter to your left. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. You too. Enjoy your drinks. Hello. How may I help you today? Hi there. I'm doing well. How about you? I'm doing great. How can I help you? I'd like to deposit a check. Certainly. May I see your bank card first? Of course. Here you are. Thank you. Now please enter your PIN number into the card reader. Okay? Your PIN has been accepted. May I have the check you'd like to deposit? Sure. Here you go. Thank you. Please give me a moment while I process it. All right. Your check has been successfully deposited. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Yes, actually. I'd also like to know my account balance. No problem. I'll print that information on a receipt for you. Here you are. Thank you very much. That's all I needed today. You're welcome. Have a great day. You too. Hello there. Hi. Could you tell me where the fiction section is? Of course. You'll find it toward the back of the store. Great. Thank you. You're welcome. Are you looking for a specific book? Actually, yes. Lately, I've been interested in mystery novels. I'm looking for something exciting and full of suspense. Well, you picked a good weekend to come here. All mystery novels are currently 50% off. Really? That's fantastic. Looks like today is my lucky day. Can you recommend any mystery authors? I'm not an expert on mystery fiction, but many readers enjoy the Sherlock Holmes series. I've already read those books. To be honest, they weren't really my favorite type. I think I'd rather read something written by a woman. In that case, you might enjoy the novels of Agatha Christie. She's one of the most famous mystery writers of all time. She wrote more than 50 mystery novels. Interesting. I've never read any of her books. Could you tell me which ones you have available today? Oh, I'm sorry. I actually don't work here. Wait, you don't? No, ma'am. I'm simply a customer who loves bookstores. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. Not at all. Good luck finding your next great read. Do you have our shopping list, Ben? Yes, I have it right here. Perfect. Let's start in the produce section. Do we need any vegetables? Yes, we need 5 different kinds. We need carrots, onions, broccoli, cabbage, and mushrooms. All right, let's collect everything on the list. Dad, look at this. The carrots are on sale. Normally, 5 carrots cost $2. Today, 10 carrots cost only $3. Should we buy 10 instead? No, let's not buy more than we need. 5 carrots will be enough. Okay, what about fruit? Do we need any? Yes, we need bananas and apples. Should we buy oranges too? No, we still have 4 oranges at home. Wow, you remember everything. Let's grab a bunch of bananas and a bag of apples. What's next? Next, we need eggs and cheese. Can you get a carton of eggs from that shelf? Sure, I can do that. Careful, Ben. Eggs are fragile. I know, Dad. Don't worry. Great. Now, what kind of cheese should we buy today? What's your favorite? I really like mozzarella. My favorite is cheddar. Then let's buy marble cheese. It combines both cheddar and mozzarella. That sounds like a great idea. Now there's only one item left. Really? What is it? A chocolate bar. A chocolate bar? I don't remember putting that on the shopping list. That's because I added it myself. It's my reward for helping you shop today. Well, I suppose that's fair. You've been a huge help today. I think you earned it. Hello, how may I help you today? Hi, my girlfriend and I are trying to decide which movie to watch tonight. Of course. Right now, we're showing 7 different films. What kinds of movies do you enjoy? She wants to see a comedy, but honestly, I'm not a fan of funny movies. I prefer romance or action films. I like action movies too, but I can't stand romance films. I find them boring. What about an animated movie? Could you tell us more about it? Certainly. It's about animals that can sing and dance. Isn't that mainly for children? Yes, it's definitely a family movie. We're probably looking for something a little more mature. In that case, would you consider a horror movie? What's it about? Zombies. Is there much action? Absolutely. It's very exciting. There are plenty of action scenes. Although, I should mention there's also a little romance. Romance in a zombie movie? Yes. In fact, the romance is between a human and a zombie. That sounds hilarious. We'll take 2 tickets. Excellent choice. Enjoy the movie. Now, you are going to listen to a conversation between 2 friends. Their names are Christine and Ryan. They are talking about their daily routines. After listening, you can answer questions out loud to practice your speaking skills. Ready? Let's begin. Hey, Ryan. Over here. Oh, there you are, Christine. Sorry I'm late. That's okay. No problem at all. What happened? Why are you late? I've had a really busy morning. Oh, really? Yes. Lately, my mornings have been packed with things to do. Honestly, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm sorry to hear that. What do you usually have to do every morning? Well, I normally sleep through my alarm, or at least I keep hitting snooze. My alarm goes off at 6 o'clock, but I usually stay in bed for another hour. Most days, I don't get up until after 7. Why are you so tired every morning? Honestly, it's my own fault. I usually meet my friends for drinks around 10 o'clock at night. I get home after midnight. Then I spend time playing video games or scrolling through social media. Most nights, I don't actually go to bed until 2 o'clock. That doesn't sound healthy. You should probably go to sleep earlier. I know. I think I'm addicted to my phone. So, what else makes your mornings so busy? As I said, I wake up late. Then immediately I have to take my dog outside. After that, I usually play fetch with him so he gets some exercise. By the time I finish doing that, it's already around 7:30, and I still haven't eaten breakfast, brushed my teeth, or gotten dressed. What time does your bus leave for work? He leaves around 7:45. Wow, that sounds stressful. How far away is the bus stop? About a 5-minute walk, if I walk quickly, which I always do. I rush to get dressed, brush my teeth, skip breakfast, then I run out the door and hurry to the bus stop. If everything goes smoothly, I arrive at work around 8:45. And what happens then? Usually, I grab a candy bar or a soda, then I start working. I work until lunch. At lunch, I normally go get fast food with some coworkers. After work, I rush home, I play computer games for a few hours, then I order pizza or more fast food for dinner.
After dinner, I watch TV until about 10 o'clock. Then I go meet my friends at the bar again. It sounds like you could make a few changes to your routine, changes that would help you feel healthier and more energetic. Really? What kind of changes? Well, for starters, you could go to bed earlier. After dinner, watch a little television, then try going to bed before midnight. That would give you at least 2 extra hours of sleep. I understand, but then when would I see my friends? That's true. You wouldn't see them every night at the bar, but maybe you could meet them after work instead, or perhaps save those outings for the weekend. If you sleep earlier, you'll wake up feeling refreshed. Then you'll have enough time to eat a healthy breakfast before heading to work. That actually makes sense. I'm always exhausted in the middle of the morning. It might be because of the candy and soda I consume. Exactly. Try skipping the candy and soda and use your free time to prepare a healthy lunch. Eating fast food every day isn't just unhealthy, it's expensive too. Wow, I can't wait to start making these changes. I already feel motivated. I'm glad I could help. Tell me, Christine, what does your daily routine look like? I'm glad you asked. I usually wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning. The very first thing I do is drink a large glass of water. That helps me start the day feeling refreshed and hydrated. What do you do after that? I usually exercise for about 30 minutes. Sometimes I go for a run, sometimes I do yoga, other days I lift weights. After my workout, I take a shower. Then I get dressed and put on my makeup. What about breakfast? I normally eat a light breakfast, usually oatmeal or eggs. By the time I finish, it's around 8 o'clock. Then I prepare lunch. Most days I pack either a salad or a sandwich. And then? Then I ride my bicycle to work. The ride takes about 20 minutes. That sounds healthy. It is, and I enjoy it. When I arrive at work, the first thing I do is check my emails. After that, I look at my calendar to see what meetings I have scheduled. Then I work through the rest of the morning. What do you do for lunch? I usually sit outside and eat the lunch I packed earlier. Then I return to work for the afternoon. Because I arrived a little earlier than most people, I'm also able to leave earlier. That helps me avoid the worst traffic. What do you do after work? On my way home, I often stop at the grocery store to buy fresh ingredients for dinner. In the evening, I might spend time with friends, or watch television, or read a book. I usually cook dinner and eat around 7 o'clock. And after dinner? I spend some time relaxing. Then I get ready for bed. Most nights, I'm asleep by 10 o'clock. Wow, that sounds like a really balanced day. Are you actually able to fall asleep that early? Absolutely. Because I exercise every morning and ride my bike to and from work, I'm naturally tired by the end of the day. You know, this conversation has been really helpful. I think I might even buy a bicycle and ride to work a few days a week. That's a great idea. Just don't try to change everything all at once. Make small changes, one step at a time. That way you won't become overwhelmed. I'll remember that. Well, it was really nice talking with you today. I think I'm going to stop at the grocery store now and buy some healthy food for dinner. Thank you for meeting with me. Anytime, Ryan. Take care. Bye. Goodbye. Now it's your turn. We're going back to the beginning. This time, you will answer questions. Remember, use the pause button, answer each question out loud, then continue listening. Your answers do not need to be long. Even short answers are okay. The important thing is speaking confidently. Always answer with a strong voice. This is very important. When you do this, you train your mind, you train your brain. You teach yourself to become more confident when speaking English, and confidence helps you improve much faster. Let's begin. Why does Ryan usually sleep past his alarm? Because he is too tired to get up. That's right. He sleeps past his alarm because he feels too tired to wake up. Does Ryan sleep past his alarm because he cannot hear it? No, he does not. He sleeps past his alarm because he is tired, not because he cannot hear it. What time does Ryan's alarm go off? At 6 o'clock. Correct. His alarm rings at 6 o'clock. What time does Ryan normally get out of bed? After 7 o'clock. Exactly. He normally gets up after 7. Does Ryan usually go to bed at 10 o'clock every night? No, he doesn't. He usually goes out with friends around 10 o'clock at night. What time does Ryan get home? After midnight. Correct. He arrives home after midnight. Excellent work. Keep answering the questions out loud. The more you speak, the stronger your English becomes.
Excellent work. Now let's talk about something extremely important: thinking in English and speaking automatically. Many learners believe that fluency means knowing thousands of words, but that is not entirely true. Real fluency means being able to use English without constantly translating. Many learners do this. They hear English, they translate it into their native language, then they create a response. Then they translate their response back into English. This process takes time, and it slows communication. The goal is different. The goal is to think directly in English, without translation, without hesitation, without stopping to analyze every sentence. So, how do you develop this ability? The answer is repetition, lots of repetition. When you hear the same words, the same phrases, and the same sentence patterns again and again, your brain begins to recognize them automatically. Eventually, you no longer need to think about them. You simply use them. Think about driving a car. When you first learn to drive, everything feels difficult. You think about every movement, every mirror, every turn. Every action requires effort. But after enough practice, driving becomes automatic. You no longer think about every small detail. English works the same way. The more you repeat useful vocabulary, the more natural it becomes. The more you hear common sentence patterns, the faster you recognize them. The more you practice speaking, the easier speaking becomes. That is why repetition is so powerful. Many learners avoid repetition because they think it is boring, but repetition is one of the biggest secrets behind fluency. Every time you hear a phrase again, your understanding becomes stronger. Every time you repeat a sentence aloud, your speaking becomes smoother. Every time you use the same vocabulary, your confidence increases. That is how fluency develops, not through memorizing grammar rules all day, not through learning thousands of random words, but through repeated exposure to useful English. Think about these phrases. That sounds great. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know yet. Can you help me? What do you think? Native speakers use these kinds of expressions every day, not once, not twice, but thousands of times throughout their lives. That is why the words come naturally. They do not stop and think about grammar. They do not stop and search for vocabulary. The phrases are already there, ready to use. Your goal is to build the same ability, and repetition helps you do that. When you repeat the same vocabulary, the same phrases, and the same sentence structures many times, you begin to master them. Eventually, those expressions become part of your active English. You no longer need to translate them. You simply use them. Imagine hearing a phrase for the first time. It feels unfamiliar, maybe confusing, maybe difficult. The second time, it feels slightly easier. The fifth time, you start recognizing it. The 10th time, you understand it immediately. The 20th time, you can probably use it yourself. That is how learning works. The brain learns through repeated exposure. This is why question and answer practice is so effective. You hear vocabulary, then you hear it again, and again, and again. Each repetition strengthens the connection. Little by little, English begins to feel familiar, and familiar things feel easier. That is why you should not worry about listening to the same lesson repeatedly. Many learners think, I already listened to this lesson once, but one listening session is rarely enough. Listen again and again. Each time you notice something new, maybe a word, maybe a phrase, maybe a pronunciation pattern, maybe a sentence structure. Every repetition creates deeper learning. This is one of the fastest ways to improve your listening and your speaking, because listening and speaking are connected. The more English you hear, the easier it becomes to produce English yourself. Think about children. Children hear the same words over and over, the same stories, the same expressions, the same questions, and eventually they begin speaking naturally. As English learners, we can use the same principle. Repeat useful English often. Repeat it until it feels natural. Repeat it until it feels familiar. Repeat it until it becomes automatic. That is when real fluency begins, not when you know the most vocabulary, not when you memorize the most grammar rules, but when English starts coming out naturally, without fear, without hesitation, without translation. That is the goal. Final message. Remember this. You can practice English whenever you want and wherever you want. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need an expensive classroom. You do not need a perfect teacher. What you need is consistent practice. Listen regularly, speak regularly, answer questions aloud, repeat useful vocabulary, repeat useful sentences, and most importantly, use English every day, even if only for a few minutes. Small daily practice creates powerful results. Every sentence matters. Every conversation matters. Every listening session matters. Every repetition matters. The more you practice, the more confident you become. The more confident you become, the more fluent you become. So keep listening, keep speaking, keep answering questions, keep thinking in English, and keep trusting the process. Because fluency doesn't happen overnight. It happens one sentence, one lesson, and one day at a time. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep learning, keep improving, and keep moving forward. I'll see you again in the next lesson.